Hey guys, how we getting on? Just gonna jump back in for another quick Bitcoin market update, see where we're going, see what my thoughts are on the market, just give you guys a little update, what I'm thinking is gonna happen. Just a quick look at the technicals, a quick look at it through the market Cipher time frames, just see how we're looking short term, mid term, and long term. So before we get into the video, a couple of links below, free Discord below, we got a VIP link below. In the VIP, we're going just about 40 trades for profit and one trade at a loss. And I think I was the only one in the whole VIP who closed that trade out as a loss because I forgot to set my own take profit and stop loss. But I did outline it in my trade. I just forgot to do it myself. But if you don't count that, we're just about 40 trades in all over the last 3.5 weeks. It's a pretty good fucking record. It's not too bad. We're making some good gains. Yeah, so links below for that if you're interested. And anyways, let's get into this video. So I'm just gonna start off in the 12-minute time frame here. First of all, down here we had our Jerome Powell pump. You know, he just gave the market some reassurance, I guess is the way to put it. There was a couple of questions around what was going to happen. There was kind of predictions. He pretty much followed what the market thought was going to happen. There was no surprise here. But if you just followed the predictions, of course. But just it got all the questions out of the way. It gave people a clear path to where everything's going. Now, compared to where they were back in September, they pulled a severe U-turn. So they obviously got spooked a bit by the inflation numbers as well. So even announcing three tapers next year, the market wasn't even that spooked by it. So yeah, we had a nice pump off that. We're actually holding this level nicely, in fairness. Um, the volume is so low, like it's dreadful how tiny the volume is. Like it doesn't take much capital to move the market at the moment, and that's usually not a good thing. You can get wicks in either direction, knocking out uh, longs or shorts. Huge liquidation wicks are very easy in this market. Anyways, so we're just going to take a quick look at this. So we're going to start off in the 12 minute. It's just all over the place. It truly is. Like the volume isn't there to get the tick money flows. So like you can see, I think if we will move up the time frames here slowly, like look at the green money flow here. It's literally just plateauing, even with the VWAP curve downwards. Like it's just the volume isn't there to drive good money flows. The VWAP is very easily bounced around at the moment. It's a it's a rough time. It's a riskier time to be trading. Now, if you get on the right side of a good move, there is profit to be made there for sure. Anyways, so going to the 1 hour VWAP trending downward, we still got a bit of green money flow there. But printed a red dot. Like it looks like we're holding this level at the moment. Do I think it will hold? No. My sentiment at the moment is we're going deeper. I'll show you that in a bit. Let's go 2 hour. It actually looks alright. Not too bad. 3 hour. It could be coming on a red dot here soon enough. See, it's just the money flow. Like look at this. Like we're getting no we're getting no curvature in it. We're getting open and we're getting just flat. I just don't like to see that at all. It's the volume is just I don't know. It's just not there. Anyways, 4 hour VWAP trending downward. Could be printing a red dot here soon enough. The money flow is green though. Look, pretty much this is what I see playing out. If we discount this descending triangle, well, first of all, if we count this descending triangle, usually I don't really place too much confidence on these kind of patterns, but usually you grab this here and you place down, and that will put us down at 40k and down at the bottom of our old wick, and that actually looks nice to be honest. If that did play out, that would look very nice for a couple of longs off the 40k level. I do think that floor would hold, at least for a bit anyways. Um, if we don't see this playing out, let's get rid of this. Like, we are just in a pure bearish pattern. There's nothing wrong with going scalp along in this market. But as we can see, when we last had this move down the whole way down here, like that was pure bearish pattern moving the whole way down. Like you could see it from a mile away that we were going to dip down. There was no point going swing long in that market, hoping for new all-time highs with that much of a bearish pattern going on. And ever since we have started to range around this region, we got lower high, yeah, lower low, lower low, lower low. So from here, you're expecting not to break the 50.7k region, and suppose we continue this pattern out, and if I was just roughly draw this triangle here again, and we just do something like this, and so we want to get a lower low here, and basically this brings us back down. Usually you break these patterns around the 70% mark on the pattern, so around 70% of the distance, and they also have around a 70% probability of breaking to the downside. I don't put much confidence in them, but just with the everything playing out, this would just be, it would be poetic. Anyways, so we get our lower low, which would break the floor here, and hopefully send us down the whole way down to 40k. If it plays out, it would be lovely, in fairness, but it doesn't have to. We trade what's in front of us. In the other day, in our last video we did a couple of days ago, I outlined basically what played out. We had our green dots down here on the daily, and I basically said, yeah, but with the way the 12-hour was looking at the time, I thought that then we would, even with the green dot, we would then go down further and print another red dot afterwards. It did happen. It's nice to see. It was just a little prediction thrown in there and played out nicely. Because even with the green dots on the daily, it doesn't mean we're gonna pump. It just means we found a bottom. And in a bull market, when you find a bottom, you will generally pump higher. But in a bear market, you will find a bottom, a temporary bottom, and then you'll go lower. So I'm not saying this is a bear market, but it's starting to look like one. It's starting to play out like one. It's a bit early to be saying that. If we get down below the 40k region, we can start talking bear market. But just it's a short term little bear market here, and you can't even deny that this is a short term bear market. Like there has not been a higher high made here since our all time high. Anyways, we don't really care where the market goes. Percentages are all the same. We trade what's in front of us. Bear market is where the real money is made. So yeah. Anyways, go 8 hour. 8 hours actually looking nice, to be honest. But the money flow is just, it's just not going, like, what is going on here? Like, I don't know. It's just, it's not what I like to see. 12 hour is the same. This money flow, it's as thick as it was down here, like, you know. 16 hour. It's all looking great on these time frames. Like, you're looking at this and you're going, nice. This is looking great. Bar. Our only problem here is the money flow is just, like, look how thick that is. Even with the VWAPs and everything trending upward, the RSI looking great. You know, like, I don't know. It's a tough time to be trading. I have not entered a swing long in a very long time. I've just been scalping 50% here, 70% here. You know, like just some quick trades, a couple of 100%ers thrown in there. Yeah, just grabbing pure momentum trades is what I've been at. It's not a good time to be grabbing swings. It's about this is a good time to be trading what's in front of you. It's not the best time to be buying off limit orders. It's more just trade what's in front of you kind of thing. Like some people might be setting limit orders around 46.2k. I would not be confident that holding. Now it might, but I don't know. It's hard to tell whether that will hold or not. We're starting. If we go back to the 12 minute here, we're getting a little bit of sell pressure coming in. Like these are big wicks compared to what we were getting back here. I don't know. Something could play out in the next while, but for the time being, I would just focus on Bitcoin if I was you guys. I would trade other coins for sure, but I would trade them off the direction Bitcoin's going. Like if an alt is looking like it's setting up for a nice long, but Bitcoin looks like it's going to dump, don't long that alt. Everything is following Bitcoin at the moment. Now they're outperforming Bitcoin or underperforming Bitcoin, but everything's following the direction Bitcoin's going pretty much with the bigger moves. You know, like if we pump 5%, the whole market will follow. If we dump 5%, the whole market will follow. 1% here, 1% there. As you can see where we are, the market isn't exactly following it. But if we dump 5%, you can guarantee all these are going to go red for sure. So just keep that in mind when you're entering your trades. And yeah, as long as we stay below the 50.8k basically, yeah, I'm counting this as a pure. I would not be swinging long in this at all. This is a pure bearish pattern as long as we stay below that. Anyways, just a quick update. It's going to leave that there. We got some with Christmas coming up and all. You got a lot less people trading, meaning there's a lot less volume on the market, meaning it's a lot easier to swing the market in certain directions. I don't think, I do think that most average investors are not far away from dumping their their Bitcoin. You know, the guys who bought in when Bitcoin was 30, 40k on the hype, I don't think they're far away from selling their Bitcoin out because they're getting scared of what's happening at the moment. They're not getting the green light they're looking for, to be honest. But yeah, the next date I'll be watching is the 28th of December. Evergrande have another bond payment. They're technically in default at the moment. They are not. They are not fully in default. I do think once they are declared without default bankrupt, that there will be more consequences. There's also another couple of real estate giants that are going bankrupt over there in China. Huge labor layoffs. Yeah, just watch the 28th just in case something happens. It would be a nice catalyst for sure, considering what it did to us last time. But yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. Anyways, links below. Hope to see some of you guys in there. DM me on Discord if you guys need anything. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Enjoy. Peace out.